They had been best friends since college. In their early 20s, they decided to take a road trip across America. Her body was inside the trunk of the car, but the trunk was locked from the inside. But when the police interviewed her, she said she couldn't remember anything. She saw a group of bikers. She screamed. Then everything went black. She had no memory of what happened next. The police believed her story, but they weren't so sure about the part where she saw a group of bikers. He smiled, handed it to her, and said, "Change a flat." Then she noticed something strange. The tire wasn't flat anymore. They had fixed it. She thanked them and hurried to her car. She got in, rolled down the window, and asked the bikers, "How did you know my tire was flat?" One of them shrugged and yelled, "We saw you driving on it." She knew they were lying, so why had they helped her? There were no witnesses and no cameras around to capture what had happened. It was the girl's word against the anonymous bikers. And even if the police found them without any evidence, they probably wouldn't remember what had happened either. So the case went nowhere. The car was in drive, and the keys were in the ignition. How could she have locked the trunk from the inside? And why would she have done that? Was she trying to escape, or did she do this to herself? They were driving through a remote part of Texas when their car broke down. The girl got really scared because she saw a group of bikers approaching them. She told her friend to get out of the car and run. She explained her situation to the bartender, and he offered to help. He grabbed a wrench and told her he'd change the tire for her. But when they stepped outside, the tire had vanished. Someone had stolen it. She looked around. She recognized the faces staring at her from inside the bar. They were the same bikers she had seen years ago. One of them was holding her tire. They had taken it off her car and brought it inside the bar. But when she turned around, her friend was gone. She didn't vent. She vanished. When the police finally found her friend's body, they discovered something bizarre. The only person who could answer those questions was the girl who called 911 that night. But a few years later, the same girl was driving through Texas when she got a flat tire. She was in a different car this time, but it was a hot summer day, and she started freaking out when she realized she didn't have a spare tire. Then she remembered there was a gas station nearby. She just needed to get there before dark. But as she drove, the sky turned black and the rain poured down. She gripped the steering wheel as she sped down the highway. Then she saw it, a biker bar. She slammed on the brakes and rushed inside. She walked over to the man and asked for her tire back.